Hello everyone, what's up? My name is Kyoshiraga and welcome back to Fate Extra. In the last part, we learned a bit more about Shinji's servant, and we went to the arena again. I went around and collected the previous items, and then I ended off the part to level grind. And at this point, we are now level 7. From our status of level... what? 4? 3? From earlier? So yeah, we went up 4 levels, and we got a bunch of our money back from buying all those healing items. Healing items are going to be a big thing for Caster here, but not as much for Saber, unfortunately. And this part, we shall go back to the campus, because I've already grabbed everything here. And Spur just walked through me, so yeah, I'm going to mute myself for a moment. Okay, she's just sleeping, and I hear the fire alarm beeping. It's not going to pick up on the mic because this mic is a lot less sensitive than the desktop mic, because you may hear a beep or two in the other parts. Considering on when this comes out, it may be a bit too late. You may have already heard beeps in the recording that I couldn't do anything for. So now we have the keyword being the Invincible Armada, blah blah blah. I still can't fucking believe that they actually did that for Caster. Oh my god. Really revealing her true name? Like, if it's gonna reveal her true name, why not put that as the last thing possible? Fuck, man. Yeah, no, the beeps aren't picking up on the mic, which is really good. So we got 3 days remaining. Walking through the campus, I can see various NPCs who appear as basic students among the masters. Not only do the NPCs look slightly different, but their behavior seems a little off. Maybe it's their lack of a soul. To them, this battle is just a string of data variables. Within a small group of gathered masters, one person stands out like a sore thumb. Yay, more Okay, I thought he was actually gonna talk. Yay, time for another shitty British accent that I'm going to cringe in post. Sorry, future Kyoshi, that you have to listen to this. Oh, it's you. So you qualified for the actual tournament as well. I believe that I remarked that we would meet again. It's Leo. The force of his presence overwhelms his seemingly innocent appearance. Before, it felt like he was a wolf let loose in the chicken coop. Now, I feel out of place. And he isn't alone. Behind him stands a shadowy figure radiating the same aura of strength. The figure is clad in armor and armed with a sword. His aura marks him as a servant. As the armored figure nods in greeting, an enigmatic smile forms on his lips. He is the exemplar of knighthood and, through a servant, has the same bearing as his master. Sir Gawain, one of the Knights of the Round Table mentioned in the legends of King Arthur. It said that his prowess rivaled King Arthur's, and his holy sword was equal in power to Excalibur. It's obvious that he is a Saber class servant. It won't be too hard to learn more about him. Maybe I'll discover a weakness of his. I'm sure Leo is aware of how much information he's given me, but he seems unconcerned. It's obvious that he chooses not to concern himself with such things as subtlety or tactics. For him, if something is destined to be revealed, then so be it. From his point of view, his victory is all but assured. His superiority over others reinforced every day since he was born. With a polite bow, Leo and his servant turned and depart, leaving me somewhat dumbfounded. Leo, and you would be one of the Harways here. The Harways would be here, but the scion of the family himself? With that murmured comment, the murderous glare Rin shot at Lin was almost palpable. The power of the Holy Grail. I guess the plutocrats of Europe see a threat in the Seraph. But still, to risk him, oh well, what was borrowed on Earth will be repaid in heaven. Things just got more interesting, although my powers as a magus are far superior to his. Oh god, I broke the female voice. I get the feeling that Leo has little concern for those like us. Without so much as saying hi, the now fired up Rin Tosaga almost seems to stomp away. I should spend some time looking into Gawain's background. I'll head to the library later. Oh no, Victor's there. Okay, yeah, okay. So, time to see if it glitched out again, which it probably did. Oh no, it didn't. Sweet. So, if you're wondering, I was doing a little bit of testing before the video to see if it would glitch out when I entered the arena. So instead of entering the arena from when I first loaded the game, I loaded up a save point when I was out here. So apparently that fixed it, which is good. But for now, let's get into Classroom 2B, because we have a little bit of a special event with our servant here. And I'm going to mute myself unless I have to talk. After exploring the Academy grounds, we returned to the private room assigned to us. Even though this room is probably the only safe area in this place, I can't bring myself to relax. This bloodbath known as a Holy Grail War. Me being recognized as a magus despite my amnesia. Me given a servant who is capricious at best. I get it. My nervousness isn't being caused by confusion, but it comes from the fact that I'm the only sane person in this madhouse. What do I do now? If Rin Tosaga is right, the only way to leave this place is to win the Grail, but I'm not nearly strong enough to do that. The only way to survive, to not die, is to take down opposing masters one by one until only I... The voice coming beside me snaps me out of my black study. On a platform made from several desks sits my servant, and an uncharacteristically demure? Is it demure? Demure or demure? I don't know. Demure manner. I'm gonna say demure. Seriously, tell that the every character and tell... Fucking... I swear to God, the Danganronpa says hi! Funny, but Caster doesn't seem annoyed at her pitiful master. Rather, she's trying to cheer up someone she sees as a rather depressed noble. While I truly appreciate her attempts at cheering me up, her metaphors definitely need some work.
せっかくお部屋をいただいたことですし、ここは改めて自己紹介をいたしませんか?
Okay, because your character, how your character acts, what do you mean by that? I'm only saying that because I know how your character how you act in the entirety of the Fate Extra series. I have to credit Caster's smile with easing my considerable stress. Also, her suggestion of more detailed introductions is a pretty good idea. When I made the choice to have Caster as my servant, there wasn't a whole lot of time to get acquainted.
はい、それでは私の方からご挨拶をオーバー。私の神名は諸事情、Z 的な規制などによって明かせませんが、それはもう由緒正しい。自分でもどうかと思うぐらい霊験新たかな狐耳のお手伝いさんです。どうぞ気兼ねなくキャスターとお呼びしてくださいね。でもおまえとか気安く呼んでくださった方が嬉しいんですけど、私ったら言っちゃった。
God fucking damn it, Caster! Anyways, that's enough. She just fucking throws hints out of fucking nowhere. I was like, oh, by the way, it's another hint to who I am. You know, if you decide to read the Matrix, then you immediately find out who I am because this game's stupid. I don't know, I may bleep that out. Fuck me. Was that last part supposed to be a joke? It didn't really sound like one. I wonder, is Caster really this ditzy, or is it just a facade? Either way, I need to stay on my toes. But disregarding all of that for the moment, what do you mean by T regulations? Now, if you're playing as female MC here, you get another option by the name I am a girl, you know. And you get another funny thing with her also being bisexual, which is pretty fucking funny. And I believe at one point she was like, oh, I also have different magic spells that I can use. Is that okay? And I'm just like, okay, a bit too much information. What are T regulations?
まず余計なこと口走った。Z 的な規制というのはですね、エロエロなことをしちゃってもいいんだぜという意味です、きっと。
Oh god damn it. I volunteer myself as tribute. I'm so fucking stupid. Anyways.
でも私は空気が読めるので、そういうのは自粛中ってことで一つ。ご主人様もあまり女の子の過去とか詮索しちゃダメですよ。
Got my little Shinji. While her enigmatic smile gives away nothing, the fact that her ears are totally stiff seems to be a subtle warning to drop the subject. In the face of Caster's ominous silence, a slight nod of agreement is the only answer I dare give.
はい、物分かりのいいご主人様で嬉しいです。まあ、エロエロなのは R で、Z まで行くと人体をこう流血させたり爆発させたりコロコロしちゃうことなんですけどね。
Excuse me? Why do I remember this dialogue? And there are a lot of boobs and such. Excuse me? Oh boy.
次はマスターの番ですね。記憶が曖昧でも分かる範囲でこうドーンとかましちゃってください。
While I'd love to tell her something about me, I cannot recall a single thing about my past. All I know for sure is my name and that I am a student. Memories of my family, my friends, even my dreams for the future are all clouded over.
気にしない。どんまいですよ、マスター。記憶なんてなくても困らないし、何かの表紙でサクッと戻ってくるものです。他ならぬ私が断言しちゃいます。っていうか、 戻ってもいい記憶だって保証もないし、むしろ戻らない方がいいことだってあるような、ないような。
I'm probably imagining it, but Caster sounded slightly dejected just now. It's almost as if I somehow unintentionally blew off her attempts of encouragement.
わかりました。過去花はまたの機会にとっておくとしましょう。戦いも恋愛も前向きが一番です。と、そろそろ時間ですね。いつまでも話していたいところですが、ご主人様にとってこれは初陣。
No, that's still quite a bit off from now, girl.
休憩はほどほどにして、決戦への準備にかかりましょうか。楽しい話は、あの生意気なワカメ頭を懲らしめた後、ということで。
Caster gives a mischievous grin. It's not like it affected me or anything, but I do feel better now. Right now, I need to focus on surviving because if I die, Caster will be forced to share my fate. I'd never forgive myself if I let that happen to her, especially after all she's tried to do for me. So yeah, that's one of the first of many special conversations for this. This is required to fill in the matrix for her. Anyways, go talk to Rin, why not?
Ah, a pleasant evening to you. I trust you're doing well, all things considered. You will never catch even a glimpse of victory if you insist on always running away. However, facing a foe you know nothing about is lunacy. In this war, information is everything. To defeat your opponent, learn all you can about them, their class, skills, even their history. The more info you have, the easier it will be to create a plan and predict your opponent's actions. For now, why don't you go to the library? There's a treasure trove of information there.
Why are you telling me this?
No reason really. I just have a feeling that you'll somehow come out on top. Mattel is an idiot, but he has won before. It'll make things easier if he gets defeated earlier on. Anyway, do your best.
I might learn a few things about Shinji's and Leo's servants. I should probably listen to her advice and go poke around the library. So, let's do that. Let's head to the library. Oh good. What the fuck do you want? Hey, look who the cat dragged in! I never expected to run into you. Oh, who am I kidding? I'm just messing with you. The library is the best place to find info. I know all about you, so I expect you to go all out against me. But enough about me. It looks like you're having a hell of a time finding the book you want. Unfortunately for you, I've thoughtfully taken every book about my servant and hid them. I thought you'd have more fun this way. I did everything somewhere in the arena. I wonder if a weak sauce master like you will be able to find them. By the way, what does your servant want in return for helping you? Money, right? I knew it. Do your best, while you still can. Well, see you around. Good luck. I hope you'll put up a little more of a fight the next time we meet in the arena. You're starting to bore me. Fucking dickhead. So legitimately, he took out every book about his servant, and we can only find it in the fucking in the arena now. So yeah, he's a dick. About Gawain, but this book is all here. About Gawain, one of the major knights mentioned in the Arthurian cycle, and often thought to be King Arthur's nephew. Equal in skill to Lancelot, he served as an advisor to Arthur. He was at odds with Lancelot due to his slaying of both of Gawain's brothers. Excuse me. Ooh, God. Due to his overwhelming nobility and youthful impetuousness, he placed his family ties above all else. It was Sir Gawain's hatred of Lancelot that eventually led to his and Arthur's eventual downfall. It was in the Battle of Camelot that Sir Gawain fell, slain by Sir Lancelot. Now, I personally don't know a whole lot of the Arthur mythos about, well, the Arthurian cycle. I've recently learned a bit more about the Ulster cycle, but not that. But for people who don't know what the Ulster cycle, this is mainly concerns the Lancer that everyone knows from Fate's Day Night, which I will not say his name. Oh, hey, it's this girl again.
あなたなのですか?
I must find the one my professor spoke of.
I have no clue what voice to give her. And this time I didn't accidentally say her fucking name like it did in Saber's side. Oh, there are gonna be mistakes aplenty here. The first thing here.
Ah, my beloved kendo sword. You actually found it. Thank you.
I give her a kendo sword.
By the way, I hate to ask you for another favor, but Kyoshi, do you think you could do your lovely teacher one more teensy favor?
Sure, why not?
Really? Oh, thank you. Truth to be known, I really need a tangerine. Stat! There should be a tangerine on the second floor of the arena. If you could get it for me before the end of the first round, I'd be ecstatic. Ecstatic, ugh. If you manage to get it, I'll give you a fabulous decoration for your private room. Good luck.
And let's talk to Kodamine, because he needs to talk to us now. You already have a cipher key. Excellent. You'll soon get the other one at this rate. The second floor is where you'll find the secondary trigger. Head to the arena. You should be able to go to a new floor. I've said my piece. Oh, I almost forgot to ask. Have you set foot in the chapel yet? The system's jurisdiction doesn't penetrate that far, but you can strengthen your servant there. Well, I said my piece. Go and slaughter to your heart's content. So, now, the chapel has opened. Thank God. So, oh my god, this still looks really fucking good. Holy hell. And the chapel finally opens. It's opened up, so. I push the heavy door to the chapel and go inside, where it is dark and eerily silent. I get the strange feeling that this place is completely cut off from the rest of the world. There's no one in the pews. As I get used to the dim light, a flash of color hurts my eyes. Flash of colors hurt my eyes. Those two women, they don't act like sisters. Why are they here anyways? Oh fuck, what were the voices for these two that I made? Fuck me.
Hey there, welcome to the chapel. You're here to perform an alteration of the soul. You're that... What was it again? Odd. I can't remember the last time I forgot something. Well, it's not like the details matter. The more test subjects, the better, I always say. Welcome to the Eden of the East. I assume you're here for an alteration of the soul. Alteration of the soul? What is that supposed to mean? Realizing I have no clue how to answer, she continues talking. You don't know what the alteration of the soul is, but you came here anyway? Amateur. Alteration of the soul? What is it, you ask? Simply put, you link your soul with your servant. When a master's rank increases, we can strengthen the link. That's done by hacking into each soul and choosing what to improve. So now, those skill points that we've been getting when we get level ups, which I have a total of 18 now, but at level 7, you can distribute skill points into each stat. And now I shall get into what stats are that what the stat caps are for caster. This is going to be very important. In addition to that, after a certain number of skill points is used, you will acquire a powerful skill. Be sure to strengthen your servant before every elimination battle. Well, it's like my sister said. My job is to perform alterations made possible by various events. Sister? Are these two really related? I was about to ask if they were really sisters, but a sudden wave of hatred from the two stops me. You get the gist of it, right? If you want to do an alteration of the soul, let me know. As for that creature over there, she's totally useless, like 8-track tapes on a C:/prompt. And you'll learn that. Don't screw up or the monster will come down on you. Again. How many times do I have to tell you that the master was at fault? That time! They specifically told me to do quasi-legal alterations, so I added a few extra skills. Laugh now, but it wouldn't be funny if to the one who lost because of your towering incompetence. Listen well, boy. If you value your life, do not put any trust in that thing's abilities. If I were you, I'd stick to regaining the spiritual statuses your servant may have lost. So last time I talked to Toko, I'm not going to this time because that was just a bunch of extra dialogue that I didn't need. That not really needed. It's like, why isn't she doing the alteration even though she's stronger? Fuck it. Well then, what do you say we try an alteration right now? Let's do it. Okay, so name off strength is a no duh. Strength increases how much damage you'll do to enemies. Defense increase lowest damage taken from enemies, but it also increases skill damage, and this is the next thing that you want to invest your points in once you have a high enough magic stat, which I'll go into that in a moment. Ability stabilizes damage stats and raises skill speed, meaning that your skill can activate over your opponents. However, this is not really required, as you have ways to prevent your opponents from using skills. Magic, the most important thing for caster. Raises magical ability and lowers damage from magic. Put as much points into this as possible. And finally, luck. Raises critical hit and defense when in jeopardy. So the two that are basically put in SP when you have some to spare are agility and luck. Even though luck is our second highest stat right now. It is recommended that if you're having a hard time when you're playing the caster, to put some points into strength, so that you're doing more physical damage. I will not be doing. I may do a few points, like 20 at least, but I'm not going to put that many. Defense is where I'm mainly going to be worried about. I'd more rather be able to take more damage to be able to worry less about taking damage. Okay, so I want 4 here, and then dump the rest into not agility. I'll take an extra point off, like an extra 2 points off of strength, because I want to have a okay amount of defense on me. So magic is her most important skill stat. Is her most important stat as she is a caster class. No duh. Now, if I had stayed in there and leveled up to level 8 before I came back, I would have also gotten Cursed Frigid Heaven. Now, caster is a very interesting character to use when you get to her skills, and I'll explain why in a moment. So I'm putting 2 points into strength, 4 points into defense, and the rest of them into magic. So generally for these two, you want to have at least C. This one, you can give no fucks. These two, you can give no fucks about, but this is where you want to have most of your points into it. Also, with caster, because you have to put some points into strength and defense to keep your normal attacks doing at least some damage throughout the entire game. You cannot get EX rank of magic by the end of the game, which is unfortunate. This is like Saber. You can do with Saber. You can basically do glass cannon and be completely fine. But caster is a literal glass cannon at this point. But now that we've gotten the skill and that we've raised her magic up, she should start doing a bit more damage. Although that strength stat is going to be a bit of a pain to deal with. Anyways, let's perform an alteration. I'm going to mute myself because caster will talk here.
気分を取り戻しました。
Oops, sorry. Okay, so something to note is that they have two different voice clips to say. They will say, one of them is basically saying, "Oh hey, I've gotten the skill back now, so I'm now more stronger." The other is, "Thank you for increasing my stats." Especially, "Thank you for increasing my stats." And Caster's is makes me laugh. Oh my lord. Anyways, what now? Need another alteration? No, and we're done here. So, I didn't really go into to Saber's skill because her skill is pretty much self-explanatory. It's just a decently, it's just kind of a highest bit amount of damage for against enemies. However, Caster's first skill, excuse that audio pop up there, its Cursed Fiery Heaven inflicts magic damage, and stun against break. Meaning, if they are using break when you use this skill, they get damaged. They become stunned for their next attack. There's something going on in the garden. When I go to look, I see Shinji causing trouble. Again. It appears that Shinji is being thrown out of the chapel after angering that old man. Sorry, my bad. I'm an atheist. Swear to God. I've always believed that Japanese were polite. But I guess I was misled. Leave this place at once. The gates of heaven will remain closed to the unbeliever. It appears that in your haste to learn how to fight, you forgot to learn dignity and respect. I really hate old geezers like you, always talking down on me. When it comes to the fight, you bet your ass I'll be teaching you a thing or two. Yeah, even if he were to win and went to the second round, he would die in the second round. Let's be honest here. Even though, well, about the second round servant and their master. Well, yeah, we'll talk more about them later. But I think that's enough for this part, don't you think? It's been about 30 minutes, and this is probably the longest part I've had to fucking record. Of course, maybe having to cut out a part or two because of beeps, because of spoilers. Cutting out the audio at least. But anyways, thank you all so much for watching. If you liked the video, leave a like, and if you want to be notified when and if you really like my comment, how about you subscribe? So that you can get notified every now and then whenever I post a new video. I want to thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next part of Fate Extra. See you later!